So you published and presented on contemporary Gullah and Geechee culture. Define that.
Growing up in the South, there's a way in which I did not see very many representations of myself. There's a way in which, there are a few different frames of reference. One is a tourist frame of reference, where there is a glorification of the plantation South, one that really marginalizes the Black experience to enslavement, captivity, servitude. And I think that there's a way in which it was important to complicate that, because Gullah Geechee identity can be kind of locked in that frame. And it doesn't allow for there to be much discussion about the contemporary manifestations of our cultural identity, and particularly practice. When I was in college at Hampton, my father sent me the front page of USA Today, and it had a list of, I don't quote me on the number, but maybe like the 7 things on the verge of extinction. So it had natural places like forest and, the Everglades, maybe things like that, but it had Gullah people. So the one, human group on that list was my cultural identity. And I said, okay, I understand that the culture is shifting. I understand that there are resonances of it that have gone away, but I'm still alive and true and real, as are my family and friends who still have a strong tie to this shared identity that continues to shape ourselves, but also our community and country. And that kind of sparked something in me. So I would say that contemporary Gullah Geechee identity is such that, it is complicated, which is good because we need to complicate the narrative. It is robust and real because there's so many values that I hold to be true that go back to the way in which I was raised, my parents, grandparents, all the above. But there's also a spiritual power and connection that has sustained us as a community that we tap into through the practice of worship, but also the communion of food and connection and commitment to this mutual success and identity that is not distinct to Gullah Geechee people, but is done in a way that's very distinct, that is worth honoring, documenting, and preserving for the future.